save. You don't need that extra latte, that extra streaming subscription, going to that fancy dinner. You want to put that in a money market account, earning 5, maybe more %.
Okay, that's retarded. Hold on. Poor people are not opening money market deposit accounts, okay? That's never happening, okay? That's never happening, but...
And watch that sucker.
Well, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I just interpreted what he's saying as like through the lens of like a working poor person. But it could be that he's just talking about like for like a like lower middle class or upcoming like student. In which case, yeah, never mind. It's better advice. I'm sorry. I made a big assumption about the audience he was directing that to.
Grow.
Oh, Marky Q, you did not.
So like this person looks like, just based on her hair, clothes, and her background, this looks like a person that should be taking this advice. But let's check.
Not have to announce how much of an out-of-touch billionaire you are. You'd cultivated this persona of being like the people's billionaire.
Oh, another thing that kind of sucks is MMDAs, money market deposit accounts, usually, at least like 15 years ago when I looked at these things, I think money market deposit accounts, don't they usually have fairly high minimum balances? Like, don't you need like $5,000 just to open a money market deposit account? Maybe that's changed in recent years. I'm not sure. Somebody could tell me if I'm right or wrong, but that would also be probably, I would imagine $5,000 is maybe prohibitively expensive for some people, but maybe not, I'm not sure. People are saying not these days. Maybe they don't anymore, I don't know. But.
Billionaire because of your prescription drug company. I guess when you're that out of touch, it's hard to be aware of it. Okay, so let's say that you get coffee once a week, every Friday. It's gotta be that brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso, $6.15. You get that every Friday to celebrate getting through the week and to get you to that weekend. But not anymore, because you decide that Mark has a real pulse on the working class and working poor. You decide to forego that little bit of happiness every week, so at the end of the year, you can have $295. All of that work, all of that denying yourself, and what do you have to show for it at the end of the year? Maybe you can buy Mark Cuban's shirt. But let's...
Okay, couple of things. Firstly, for out of touch, it was funny that she made $300 of savings at the end of the year for going one coffee sound like an insignificant amount of money. For some people, having an extra $300 cash, it actually is a decent chunk of money. So that's a little bit of twinge of irony there, that for her $300 is just a throwaway. But also, secondly, I don't believe the issue is with people buying one cup of coffee on a Friday to celebrate getting through the week. I think the issue is people will make it a habit to go to these places where they are spending every single day or sometimes multiple times a day at places like that, right? Again, I could be wrong. Maybe Mark Cuban is really critical, but if you're only getting one coffee a week on a Friday at Starbucks to celebrate getting through the week, my guess is gonna be most people would say that's probably fine. You're okay. But if you're doing it every single day, because Starbucks is built into some people's daily routines, then you probably have an issue. Also, one coffee a week is not the start and stop of people's poor spending habits generally, but okay.
Let's say you decide to invest it in a money market account. Like Mark suggested, you might get up to 5% interest. I mean, how much was the inflation in July? No, we're off to a great start.
Why you would ever compare year-over-year inflation to the interest rate you would get in a money market deposit account? Not only is this nonsense, number two, you want to know what's not keeping up with inflation? Is the coffee you drank. So this is a really fucking retarded way to view the comparison between a money market deposit account versus buying coffee every Friday, but okay.
But you hold strong because Mark said this was a great idea, so you don't have any more latte happiness for 10 years. How much money would you have? Would you look at that? That's probably enough for 1 month's rent in 10 years. No, but that was such good advice. Why is the issue?
1 month's rent is $4,410? Also, is that really all the money you would make off that? Let me check. Investment calculator. She said in 10 years. Yeah, but maybe 10 years from now, the average rent payment will be $4,400. I find that hard to believe, but it's possible. If we start with 0, if we annually contribute, was it $350? She said $6 a week. 6 times 52 is $312. And our rate of return is 5%. 10 years to grow. Okay, yeah, $4,000. Wait, starting amount is 0. Oh, you have to start with $100. Okay.
In 10 years. No, but that was such good advice. Why is the issue always that the working class and the poor do something that costs $6 that brings...
I don't like people like this. This is what I said. I'll say this a million times because it is true. Poor people love to be poor. People love to live poor and they do poor things. And this like constant like, oh, well, I need to buy this thing and I need to have this thing and I need to spend money on this and blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're getting one coffee a week or whatever, I think you're probably fine, okay? But the issue is, hold up! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. Amber Alert, Palm Beach County, kidnapped children. Hello? We have 4 children missing. An Amber Alert in, okay, the Maradiaga family, okay? Missing from Lake Worth, Florida, Palm Beach County. Check your phones if you're out there, guys. Okay, go out and grab these suckers. Okay.
Brings them happiness. Why is the issue always that the working class and the poor do something that costs $6 that brings them happiness every week, and not the fact that we have billionaires who are like modern day dragons just hoarding all the wealth? The issue is never framed as, why does...
What do you mean modern day dragons hoarding all the wealth? Like most of their wealth is just tied up in like the stock in the businesses they own. Should they divest their business and just give it all to, like, it doesn't even make sense. Like,
Mark Cuban have 3 homes, but nobody in the United States who makes minimum wage and works full-time can afford the rent of a 1-bedroom apartment. And let's be for real, Mark doesn't actually believe that somebody's going to become ultra wealthy or a billionaire because of this advice, but it is a great deflection from...
That wasn't, I don't think his goal was this is how you become ultra wealthy or an omega billionaire. I don't think that was the point of any of the advice that he gave. I don't think he would say as much.
The major flaws that are systemic within our capitalist system.
Oh, capitalism.
And I used to eat this stuff up when I was in my early 20s. I'd look at the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds and be like, wait a second, they're working really hard and they have nothing. How is that happening? And people like Mark would swoop in and be like, oh, it's because they don't wake up at 5 a.m. They don't only sleep for 30 minutes at a time. They don't...
Mark gave like what sounded like really basic, decent financial advice, just super basic stuff. Just be careful, like limit your spending on stuff that you don't really need. That can, like, especially stuff like food, like you eat it and then you're done with it in 30 minutes, you know?
Don't only eat white bread and they just aren't grinding. Grind until you wake up one day in your 30s and go, wait a minute, this isn't about grinding. This system is incredibly flawed, because there's always going to be something in your life that you do that brings you a little bit of happiness or distraction, and it costs a little bit of money. And the billionaires can point to that and be like, see, that's the reason you're not me. I mean, maybe Mark is right, because in the time that I've taken to make this TikTok, I have not had any brown sugar oat milk shaken espressos, and I am in fact now 100,000 air.
Jesus Christ.